So we were discussing about merging, joining, and concatenating multiple data frames by using Pandas library, right? So we have seen this. We have three data frames: DF1, DF2, DF3, which look like this. They all have the same column name ABCD, but the row values are different. The row values are going from 0 to 3 in the first data frame, 4 to 7 in the second data frame, and 8 to 11 in the third data frame. So logically, it looks like all of these can be pasted together in just single data frame where the columns are ABCD and the rows are from 0 to 11, right? So we can use concatenation for this. I can provide pd.concatenate and a list of data frames I want to paste together. So by default, the pasting is done row wise. By default, the access is 0, right? So it looks like this. If I want to paste them column wise, so my data will look like this, because of course this portion is from the data frame 2, this portion is from data frame 3. We do not have any values for these NaN, so these remains NaN, right? Now we were looking at joining or merging, right? So let's create two more data frames. One is called left, the another one is called right, and the left is this. The columns are A, B, and a key, and the right data frame has column C, D, and a key column, right? So this key column is same in both of these two data frames, right? So you can think of this data left and right data frames as suppose we have the Amazon or Flipkart. This is something, this is the review. So like this is A and B are the reviews that any customer gave to a product, right? Or from a seller, and key values belong to the seller ID. And similarly, C and D are the reviews that the seller gave to the particular customer, or maybe other customers gave to the same product. So basically, these are reviews for the same product. These are reviews by different people for the same product. So I can combine them based on the key or based on the product, right? So I can use join merging, right? So the merge function allows you to merge data frames together using a similar logic as merging in SQL tables, right? So basically I can do pd.merge merge left data frame with the right data frame. Inner, like the operation should be inner, on which column should be key. So this how will become more clear as we go down the slide, right? So it is just asking how to merge. So it should be inner, and on what column should be key. So inner means like so like presently the problem is sorted, the keys are exactly same as this key column, right? So there will be a case where some of the keys are missing here and some of the keys are missing here. So what so do I want to see all the values of the left data frame or the right data frame, all the key values, or should I just want to exactly match where the key matches, give me the merging there only, right? So inner means exact matching of keys happening, exact matching of this column is happening, on column, on is key. So I get a data frame like this. So A, B, and C, where the key is matching, I'm pasting C and D column values there together, right? So I can let's make a more a broader data frame like this, left and right again. So left data column has A and B and key 1, and there is another column key 2, right? Now the right column, suppose there are multiple two keys. So one is for the product ID, one is the seller ID. So I am giving the product feedback and the seller feedback, and some other customer is also giving the product feedback and the seller feedback, right? So based on some this similarity, I want to merge them together. So like actual work on the data science work happens like this. So you will be working in a team, and you want, suppose based on for your analysis, you need some data which is coming from a different table, and you want some other data which is coming from some other table. So you need to communicate to the proper team, okay, I need this much of data in this particular format, and the other team should give you data in that particular format, and you need to combine them, do the pre-processing, and then later on move ahead with your analysis, right? So right data frame has column C and D, and there are two key columns now. So if you see, just give a look, right is there, and let me just let me just run this. So it is not, yeah, because PD is not imported, yeah. uh, so now if I create this, I can see the left is like this, right is this, and left is this, right? So key 1, key 2 have values key 0, k1, 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 k2, and K0, K. So key 2 is always 0, K0 in this data frame. Here key 2 is not is 0, K1, K0, K1, right? So there is a disparity or a mismatch in the key values, right? So now it will become more clear, I guess. So I want to merge PD dot merge left and right on these two columns, right? So by default, it is giving me 3 rows only. Individually they contain 4 rows each, but when I apply this merge on left and right based on these two columns, it is giving me 3 rows. So basically it is matching exactly this pattern in both the in both the data frames. So K0, K0, so I have K0, K0 here, I have K0, K0 here, so I will have this row combined. Then I have K1, K0, I have K1, K0, I have this row combined. There is no row called K0, K1. There is a row in left data frame, but there is no row in right data frame. So I'll not put it here, right? It'll not be counted. Then I have K2, K1, but there is no K2, K1, so it will not be kept here, right? So like this, I'll have a merging based on these keys. So wherever the key is matching, there only I'm getting this concatenation or merging is happening, right? So K0, K1, there is no key 2 because K2 is present in only one of the data frames. Right, so K2 is here, K2 is here, and K1. This combination is there, but this combination is not here, right? So I'm not getting this thing. So now suppose I want to get all the values of the right, the one of the data frame. So I can change the how to outer. So outer will give me all the keys, all the key combinations possible. But you give me NaN wherever you do not find any data, right? So basically I now the same thing, but I change this parameter on this thing, so I'm getting this output. So it is giving me all the possible key combinations whether data is present or not. So here these 3 rows were not there, right? The row number 1 was not there, the row number 4 was not there, the row number 5 was not there. But like K2, K0 was not there, K2, K1 was not there, K2, K1, K2, K0 was not there in this because it was an inner merging, right? The parameter how was in by default inner, right? Now I can do suppose I want to have in my output data frame all the keys of right data frame should be there, but left data frame need not be there if they are not present, right? So I want all the keys from the right data frame, so I'll do pd dot merge left and right. I'll just change this parameter to right. Now I'm getting all the keys of the second of the right data frame, or the this particular data frame which comes on the right side, the second argument, but I am getting only the keys where it is matching for the left data frame, right? So I'm getting 4 values, right? Then if I do left, so if I do the how parameter, change it to left, it will give me all the keys values from this data frame, which is the first argument, but it will skip some of the values in the right data frame for which the key combinations are not present. Okay, so basically if there is no feedback made on a particular product and a particular ID in the second data frame, then it will not be reflected if you do a left join or left merging, right? So I have a picture which will make it more clear, right? So next one is the joining. So joining is a convenient method for combining the columns of two potentially differently indexed data frames into a single data result, right? So I have two data frames again, left and right. This is just for your understanding, we are keep naming it simply, right? I can do left dot join right. So like if you want to print your data frames, it will look like this. Left is this and the right is this. So these are A, B, and C, D. I want to join them left dot join right. So I can just paste them together, right? So K0, K1, K2. Now here so here the indexes I'm providing indexing manually, right? So here indexes are K0, K1, K2. In the right data frame, the indexes are K0, K2, K3. So I will get only values for K0, K1, K2, right? So I will get all the indexes of the left data frame only, right? Now if I do left dot join right and the how is parameter is set to outer, I will get all the keys, all the key combination possible. So I have K0, K1, K2 here, K0, K2, K3. So I'll have all the keys K0, K1, K2, K3, right. So I am having all the keys up to K3 and I'm joining my data like this. right? So this is what this picture gives you an example. So if the how parameter is inner, so only the keys which is common to both the data frames will be present, right? If I do a left join, or if the parameter is left, in the how parameter is left, I'll get all the keys which are present in the left hand side or the one of the data frames, and also the keys which is common to both, right? So this portion and this portion will come. Next, right join is I'll get all the key values, all the key column values from the data frame on the right, and only the common values from the data frame on the left. Now if I do outer join, I will get all the possible combinations of key values, right? This is simple. So this is done, right? I have an exercise for you for data frame, and pandas is done. Yeah, pandas exercise is here. Yeah. So now I have this exercise for you. You should, like, first of all, I'll share all the notes. I'll share the recording of this session, and the previous session is also will be shared. You go through all of them, go through all the notes, try to write some of the code yourself, right? So basically it's a data set from Kaggle. So if you click here, so Kaggle is an online platform which holds machine learning competitions, data science competitions sponsored by companies. You can submit your solution, you can check your performance with respect to all the other peoples who are participating from different countries, right? So it's a you can discuss. So it's like it is very commonly used by this machine learning or data science community, right? So I can look at my data like this. Well, what is my data about, right? You can just expand what are my columns, what are data descriptions, right? What my data looks like. It will give you a visualization in the column names also, right? Then you can see what the task you have to do here, right? Then this is the code submitted by other people. You can directly see it and check it with the performance, right? Now some discussion is going on. So this is what Kaggle is. So we will look at this Kaggle website once we are starting working on our machine learning part of the course, right? We'll be solving some of the Kaggle problems which you can add in your resume as well, right? So yeah, you're at, yeah. So now what we have to do is we have to just keep answering this question. So basically import this data frame as PD. I will be providing with you this Excel sheet as salaries.csv. It looks like this, right? It's a huge file, huge. So if I scroll down, last item is 1,48,000. So it has it has around 1.5 data rows, 1.5 lakh data rows, right? So you have to read this. Then as a data frame, you have to create a data frame called sal. You have to convert this CSV file into data frame. Then you have to check the head of the data frame that we have seen only the top 5 rows of my data, how it looks like. Next, you have to use the dot info method to get how many rows are there, what are not null values, and this kind of a description. So, right. Next, what is the average base pay? Now there is a column called base pay. What is the average of this column? So you will do sal under inside square bracket base pay dot mean. This is your answer. Simple. Now what is the highest amount of overtime pay in the data set? So highest, what is the highest value? Now you want to search what is the job title of Joseph Driscoll, right? So so you have to find a person, maybe here you have to find an employee name where employee name is equal to Joseph Driscoll, and job title you have to print, or you have to figure out what is the job title. The candidate level of entry you have to perform, right? Next is how much does the Joseph Driscoll makes? So what is his benefits, including benefits, salary, right? So if I see total pay benefits. So what is the total pay benefits of a person whose employee name is equal to Joseph Driscoll? Right. So this you have to write programmatically. We have seen all that in this introduction to Python, introduction to pandas. Now I want to figure out what is the name of the highest paid person, including benefits. So basically in this column, total pay benefits, what is the highest and what is the name corresponding to that highest pay. So you have to find sal and square brackets total pay benefits dot max, and you have to pass this thing you have to pass this thing in a df frame. So df and in brackets where df total pay benefits dot where total pay benefits is equal to total pay benefits dot max. This kind of filtering you have to provide inside the square brackets, like fancy indexing. You will get this answer in one line. right? So what is the name of the lowest paid person? So now same you have to do for the person who is paid the lowest, right? Now what is the average pay and base pay for all the employees year per year? So you have to do it some kind of group by operation. So you have to group by the data yearly and you have to find the base pay. So what is the average pay year wise for all the employees, right? Now how many unique job titles are there? This is the answer. So basically you do alt enter, create a new cell and write a code here, otherwise we'll lose this answer. Anyway, I'll provide you with the solutions also, right? What are the 5 topmost common jobs? So basically you have to do value counts, right? So transit operator has this many values, special nurse has this many values. So you have to do value counts to check top 5, right? Top 5 of the most popular jobs. Okay, now next question is how many job titles are represented by only one person in 2013? So basically you have to make a filter by year wise, then you have to make a job title count and you have to make it job title count is equal to 1, right? And you have to count all the job titles. So this will be good to do, right? This is, you will have a complete experience how you need to work, what you need to work on an actual data, right? It is, so how many people have the word chief in their job title? So you have to grab job title like the salary, sal under square brackets job title, and you have to grab each and every word. So job, you have to split job title at space and check if chief is in job title, something like this you have to use, right? Now you have to find there is is there any correlation between length of job title string and salary? So you have to find correlation means say suppose your height, and so in general by based on biology height and weight are correlated. So if a person is taller, he will have some more weight. If a person is shorter, he will have less weight, right? So we can find some anomalies, but generally this trend is observed, right? So if your person is tall, he will have more weight because he will have more bones, more muscle mass is there, right? So correlation is a mathematical property which tells us how much relation is there between any two variables or two parameters. So if one is increasing, is the other also increasing, or is the other decreasing? So is there any relation? So if the value is 1 or -1, there is very high correlation. 1 means perfect correlation, -1 means negative correlation. So if one value is increasing, the other value is decreasing, right? Then if the value is close to 0, that means there is no correlation. So if one value, if height increases, I cannot say anything about weight, there is no relation. But in general, we the data we work with have some kind of correlation between some of the columns, right? So this you have to perform. This is your homework, and yes, if you have any other questions we can discuss that, otherwise we are good to go. We can meet tomorrow. I'll share the answer sheets, I'll share the class notebooks, I'll share the lecture, YouTube lecture also. Okay, so I
Okay.
okay, thank you guys. Try out the exercises, go through the notes and let me know if you face any issues.
Yes, sir. Cool.
Okay,
Cheers.
cool. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
I think Anup, you are on mute if you want to, if you are saying something. Okay, I'll take it as good night. Take care. Bye bye.